You enter a music store and you find a different variety of sticks which are different in sizes, different in shape, some little heavier, some little thinner, but you actually don't know which one is the right pair for you. So today we are going to discuss about how to choose the correct pair for yourself, and it will include various aspects of a stick that can lead to a perfect pair that fits correctly in your hand and feels the right one for you. This is me, Dr. Drummer, and let's get started. Before moving forward guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram and Facebook handles are there in the description box. So choosing a drumstick can be a really confusing task because there are a hell lot of designs, shapes and weights of the sticks out there in the market, which leads to a greater confusion which one to choose and which one is the accurate one for you. Before starting the discussion about sizes and thickness of the stick or weight of the stick, let's just know different parts of a drumstick. Firstly, this thing is called a tip, or some people also like to call it head of the stick. This is called the neck or shoulder of the stick. This thick portion right from here to the end is known as the shaft, and the last portion is known as the butt. Here I have all the different sizes of a drumstick that I could possibly collect throughout these years. This one is a 2B, this one is a 5A, this one is a 5B, and this one is also a 5A that I use regularly. So what actually are these numbers and letters on a drumstick? First, let's talk about the numbers written on the drumstick, which is 5, 7 or 2. Keep one thing in mind guys, that lower the number, heavier the stick gets, and the higher number, the lighter the stick gets. So a 2B is comparatively way too heavier than a 7A. Talking about A's and B's by the side of the numbers. Back to the time when drumsticks were invented and they were on the verge of creation and development, peoples who made the drumsticks divided sticks according to the style of music which they played. A stands for orchestra and B stands for band. Talking about A's, the sticks with a A is more faster and has a little more stick articulation. It carries medium volume and it is smaller in body compared to the B's, and it has a narrower neck and a longer taper. Narrow neck and long taper results in a fast and articulate sound which drummers tends to like. So if you like to play fast and you want your drumming to be articulate at the same time, you should choose the sticks with A's on the side of them. Speaking about the sticks which have B sticks are usually louder and more powerful than the A's. These sticks have a medium weight body, a medium neck and a medium taper. These are a little heavier compared to A's, and a slight broader neck and a shorter taper leads to a more durable stick, which gives you a lot of stick definition and power to your playing. So if you're playing for a band, for a rock band or a pop band, you can choose the sticks which goes with B. Generally speaking, if you look at stick size 5A and 5B side by side, you'll notice that 5A's tends to be a little thinner than 5B's. So 5A results in addition of speed and articulation, but 5B has a little more power to it and has a punchier tone. When we are sorted out with the size of the stick, let's talk about tip of the sticks. So after we have selected which weight of the stick, or like 5A or 5B, whatever do we want, let's talk about the tip of the sticks, because there are a lot of different tips. Not a lot, basically 5 different tips that we have for a drumstick. So there are sticks with teardrop tip, oval tip, rounded tip, barrel tip and acorn tip mainly. Let's talk about teardrop tip. Teardrop tips have a lot of focused tone and it is rich in the low ends. So if you are looking for that rumbleness in the toms and that bass heavy snare, then you can choose the teardrop tip. Oval tips has like equal distribution in all the frequency spectrum, like you have a good amount of low end, a good amount of mid as well as highs. So you can say that oval tips have a little more rounded tone which gives an equal distribution of the frequencies. Acorn tips on the other hand has a lot of fuller and fatter tone to it. So if you are playing music like the music of early 80s or 90s and you want a tone and feel of that same era, you can definitely choose the Acorn tips. Talking about barrel tip, it has the most contact surface among all the designs, so it leads to a louder and a punchier tone to the drums. Rounded tips are used for players who are looking for a cleaner and a very good stick articulation or a very good stick definition. Genres like jazz and blues players tend to use rounded tip, which gives them a good control over the articulation and the cymbal sounds very bright and controlled. Tips can be of two different materials. One is natural, that is wooden tip, and other has a nylon coating on it, which we call nylon tip. The nylon tips have a brightness to them which is good for styles which involves a lot of cymbal playing. So a stick with nylon tips gives you a brighter sound and a very good stick articulation and stick definition while you're playing. Wooden tips on the other hand are a lot more natural and they have a little warmer tone, and it also adds darkness to the tone of the drum. Nylon tips are also preferable for drummers who are playing electronic drum kits, and acoustic drummers usually prefer the wooden tips. Let's talk about the woods that make the drumsticks itself. Mainly they are made out of either hickory or maple, and other brands also used woods like basswood and mahogany, but I don't think they are actually worth. So I would personally suggest you to go for only two types of stick, that is hickory and maple. Talking about hickory, hickory has an absorbent quality to it. So drummers who are playing genres like rock and metal which involves heavy hitting should go for hickory sticks, because hickory sticks tends to absorb most of the force or power that you play on the drums, and this is one of the main reasons why cricket bats are made up of hickory. Talking about maple, maple also have a distinct quality which is flexibility, and if you want longevity from your sticks, you should choose maple stick, because maple sticks while you're playing it tends to bend a little and gives you a little more durability. So hard hitters choose hickory, and drummers who are looking for a little more life added to their drumstick should go for maple. So finally, when everything is sorted out, like if you're going for 7A or 5B or 2B, whatever you chose for yourself, after you choose the correct size and correct design of the tip, I would like to go to the market, find your correct pair, and please check the stick before buying, because a lot of time sticks have manufacturing defect, like sticks are slightly tilted, which leads to easy breaking of the sticks. So just grab the stick, roll it over the table in the shop and see if you are feeling any bounces or bumps. If there is no bumps, the sticks are good to go. So that was it guys. I hope this video helped you to choose the correct pair for yourself, and do let me know your experience by commenting in the comment section below. So that was it for today's video, and catch you on the next one. Till then, be safe and keep drumming.